Hey guys, what's up? My name's Theo. Play middle linebacker, Hilversum Hurricanes. That's in the Netherlands. That's in Europe. I live in Amsterdam. Welcome to the channel. Every Friday I have football-related content. Mondays also, but things have been weird recently in my life. Last Sunday, not so much. The previous Sunday, yes. The one before that, not so much. It's done in every other week, but the fall is hitting really hard. But every Friday at least I do maintain the comment responses and news. There's been train delays and stuff and bus stuff. So it's been difficult at times to get out to practice or to go to places where the team is having activities. But yeah, so trying to get back into the swing of things. Just October's not being really weird. October's being weird. And I hope by the end of October things iron themselves out a little bit more. Getting some medical stuff checked out, and therapist is on a bit of vacation, so we're but at least it gives me a little bit of time to fix my finger, or at least stop it from hurting so much, even if it's not fixed. So, about a week ago, comment-wise, see, we had Future says W Life. Cool. That's on the football uniform suit up. Also, same video, J Society, now we know how professional football players suit up. I've never been professional in the terms of the team has signed a check for me to play a football game. That's never happened. So, I'm not necessarily professional, but yes, if you're looking for grown adult, because I know that most people that watch these are still in high school and like teenagers and stuff. So when they see people older than them, they're in college, and then older than that is in the NFL. So it immediately goes there because the United States is very insular in what it does. It goes from a base down up to a point. They don't think about otherwise. It's just how the United States is raised. I've seen it a lot. You know, they can branch out and view other things, but they aren't taught that. It's high school, college, NFL. And to be fair, the NFL is the highest point of American football in the world. That doesn't necessarily mean they're world champions, because they don't necessarily fight against even like the Japanese teams. So, yeah. I'm wearing the white jersey today because I want to counterbalance some of the odd darkness and stuff with the camera. I would. So, anyways, on all my gear in a whole year, it's from December 29th, 2017. Wow. Someone says hi, most likely from their mom's account. Has a name that if I say it is going to trigger my assistant. Says Halloween costume 2022. I don't know. That actually involved this jersey with my pads underneath it and some old early 2000 Carolina Panthers pants that I got from eBay, and then this helmet. It's just a costume. It's not intended to. It's obviously a replica. I'm not Luke Kuechly. But then again, you know, even if you have a comic accurate Superman costume, you're not Clark Kent or cosplaying. So yeah. On the football uniform suit up, original one, AJ says he also has number 24. Many people are running backs and take 24. Also, at the time, I was a cornerback, so that's why I've moved up in numbers. So now I'm a linebacker. Again, with the question, what position are you? Nobody reads the comments, and I'm being sassy here. Nobody opens up the comments and reads any other comments. They just immediately go down, what position are you? Like, it's odd, and it's something I've come used to on YouTube, where people they don't think forward and explore in the comments. They just think of watching the YouTube video as a personal experience, I guess. It's weird. I watch a lot of educational stuff, so it tends to be sort of a third-person lecture. Here's an explanation, a TED Talk. I've gone to comments before to check out clarifications on things I wasn't clear on, or I watch some gaming stuff. Well, my husband and I do. I like watching them, but I like watching people play games a lot. But sometimes watching them stream is annoying because they get too busy with the chat and not the game, and it's awkward. Football uniform shoot up again. Dylan DeHarda says, "You're cool, thanks." And that's it for this last week. In terms of news, let's go check the gridiron.nl. When you have .nl, you can make a very basic word like that. Apparently, Crew Shaders had their award dinner. That's cool. As of that's already been in there. AFBN is going for a short season. So, the reason why they call it a short season is because, from what I understand, the short season means what is a regular season played with, within the team. A long season, like last time, was October to July, and that's a long time. It's like, but when you only have like 10, maybe 12 games, you're looking at one game a month. Whereas a short season, we're actually going back to what people are used to of like game, bye week, game. So it'd be like end of February, early March to July. It says here, during the technical meeting, is locked in for a short season. The new AFBN, Eredivisie, and Eerste Divisie begin in Daarom naar Verluid end of February. Okay, and it says here that there are a few teams still yet to register. I brought that up a couple weeks ago. The AFBN posted, or Gridirons, one of the two posted on Instagram, but their hashtags were a bunch of the teams, and they're basically saying, like, a lot of people haven't signed up for this season yet. We'd just like to let you know when the deadline is. And then they hashtagged a bunch of teams. Not mine. But the question still stands, like, what's going on with, like, Crew? Are they playing two separate teams? Are they doing like what we were doing last year and playing everybody with both BNL and AFBN? Or what? And what's happening with the Panthers and Flavo? Like, it's awkward. In terms of the Panthers, well, they didn't do too terribly well against, in the last game. Things were going actually good until about halftime, and then the other team came out on halftime and stomped. I don't like it when that happens. I mean, if I were the Rams, then yes, I would like that. But I go for the Panthers, and it was not good. The Panthers were doing really good, and now that Darnold's off IR, maybe we can go back. I don't know. It's tough to watch a rebuilding season. You never know when they're going to end. And when it comes down to like college football, your seniors who made a great program and won a lot of games and got to bowls and made money for the school graduated, moved on to the NFL, got on with life, had kids, yada yada, aren't in college anymore. So now you're dealing with like a quarterback, a receiver, two defenses, and like a bunch of linemen, or a bunch of people just like graduated, and now you have to like recruit heavily. And sometimes it's not good because, as Willie explained a long time ago, there's recruitment, this is the student's time, and this is the coach time. So if the coach comes in and pulls in a bunch of students at the last minute and says, hey, I want these guys from my previous school, I don't like that happens, but it's true. Then they bring him in, and suddenly you have the quarterback from Stanford is now at the quarterback for Oregon State. And you're like, wow, this is really good, but the quarterback isn't in with the system. He's in with the coach, and the rest of the team has to get used to it. But then they aren't winning the games that they thought they were going to, so they fire the coach. But then the quarterback goes, sorry guys, I'm out of here, and you have to deal with another, and you start. It's sort of like you just start missing a bunch of things, and you can never quite get back on track. Weirdly, that's kind of how my October is going with my mental health. Every time I seem to catch something, things go a little bit good, and then, like, I have good days and I have bad days, and sometimes the bad days line up badly with, like, practice, and sometimes the good days line up with practice, and so, yeah. I mean, with Matt gone, with the coach gone for the Panthers, and they got the interim guy in, but now we're dealing with, like, injuries. It's just going to be a season. There hasn't been anything more about roughing the passer, but who knows? There's still the memes out there, where it's like people are, like, catching someone in a pillow or catching a dog in a pillow, then laying it down on another pillow. And then after doing that, it just gets to the point where you're like, okay, are you okay now? Or like I've seen some people where they're like full football gear and they're like standing at the front door and someone goes to, whoa, 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 come in, lay down, and they tuck him in, they bring him a meal, they start singing him a little song, and then like the ref comes in, too loud, roughing the passer, like they were singing the lullaby too loud. But anyways, yeah, so I will head out to practice here in a couple hours. I'm going to really try, because last Thursday I had a major panic attack in Hilversum. It didn't work out very well for me. And then but this time I'm going to try to write it out if it happens at Hilversum. Things are going really good today, but then again, things were going good last week. I don't know. Like I said, things are really odd for me, and I'm trying to get back onto track, but I don't know if I'm forcing things or not.